Hi everyone, Hedy again. Today I'm making for you shrimp Fra Diavolo. Anyway, you can use any kind of fish that you want to make this dish. It's a spicy red sauce with any seafood. Today I'm making shrimp. Now, I made a video a while back and someone said, you didn't show me how to clean it. Well, these are all cleaned, but this is the shrimp. And the only way you can clean it is you got to take the poop out. That's what it is. It's poop. You cut across the top. See, make an incision across this top. And there's usually black stuff in here, which I already took out. I'm sorry. And you just remove all the black stuff. And these are the tails. You can leave the tails on if you choose. But it's easier to eat if you just take it off. I mean, with shrimp cocktail, I would leave them on. But with eating spaghetti and stuff, remove them. It's much easier. So I have here a pound of clean shrimp, a teaspoon of dried red pepper, about 4 cloves of garlic chopped, a nice amount of fresh Italian flat leaf parsley, a can of tomatoes. Right now I'm using San Marzano Cento, and olive oil, salt, and a little wine. And here's my little wine. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is go over to the pot and show you what I do from there. Okay, so I'm putting some olive oil in the pan. That should be enough, like 4 tablespoons or such. Line the bottom of the pan. Wait for it to heat up a little bit. We'll add the garlic. There we go. The parsley. Some people add onions. My mother never taught me to add onions to this. I don't know, never had in my mother's recipe. Okay, and a teaspoon of crushed red pepper. Wow, that's gonna light my fire. This is for me and my daughter-in-law because my sons, they just do not eat seafood. They don't know what they're missing.
There we go.
Don't say that. And I'm going to add, my mother always used to cook like sauces, quick sauces, like in a skillet. I usually put it in a pot, but since it's really her recipe, let's do it the old way that my mother used to do. It's already smelling good. Very simple recipe, very simple. And I always take the tomato to the last drop. I rinse out the cans, I rinse out the blender. Thank you for that word. Okay, and a little bit of salt, about a teaspoon. You can always add a little bit more later, because we're going to add salt to the pasta water, of course. Let this cook a little bit. And if you have it on hand, it's not absolutely necessary, but if you have it, add a little white wine. Gives it a little bit more of a kick. Now what we're going to do is let this simmer for about 10-15 minutes the most. And then we're going to add the shrimp. And the shrimp, you only cook until it gets pink. It doesn't, don't cook them to death because then they get dry. And you don't want dry shrimp. I have a medium-sized shrimp here, but that's all they had. You can use jumbo, extra large. But the same applies here, the same recipe. I'm going to let this cook 10 minutes. It's on medium to low. And we'll come back and I'll show you what else to do. So I'm going to salt the water. It's boiling for the pasta. I'm only making a serving for myself because my daughter-in-law is going to be eating hers later. I waited for this to simmer before, I put the water on before I had this simmering. And so now I'm going to put the pasta in. There you go. Mix it up so it doesn't stick together. I like to cook it 7-8 minutes because I like my pasta al dente. You can cook it however you like it. But so now I'm going to put the shrimp in. This has been cooking about 10-15 minutes. So you're going to put them in here and only cook them until they get pink. Because if you cook them longer, as I said before, they're going to dry out. And I don't like dry shrimp. Nobody likes dry shrimp. It's delicious. I'm so looking forward to this. It's like, I haven't had this in so many years. My mother used to make it. And I don't make it that often because the only other person that liked it in my house was my daughter. She's married and she's in Connecticut. And so I'm going to let this cook until the shrimp turn pink. You just pick one up and you could tell. I'll come back when the pasta's ready and I can put it all together and show you. Now, you can put cheese on it if you like, but that's a no-no in my taco family. Taco. Some people say toco. Taco, toco. It's the Italian version of a taco. All right, I'm going to let this cook. As I said, I like mine 7 minutes, maybe 8 the longest. Other people cook it for 10, 11 minutes. To me, that's mush. Anyway, I'll be back when it's ready to put together. Okay, so I put the pasta with the sauce, and I don't like that much sauce. Not that I don't like the sauce. I got to twirl. But I don't like my pasta drowning in sauce. I like it a nice amount. The shrimp cooked for about 6-7 minutes, maybe. Just so they turned a little pink. I took my daughter-in-law's portion out. I only have mine here. Ah, what the hell.
Just finish it.
Go right ahead, Hedy. This is for me. This is mine. My sons are making fun of me because I'm being silly today. Well, after you're in the house for 7 months, quarantine, you get a little dippy. Let's put it that way. You know what I mean? No cheese for me. Here we go. Gonna have a taste. It really looks scrumptious. It's hot. Wow, I missed this. Now I'll have a shrimp. Perfect. Perfect. Until next time. Hopefully I'll do another one before Thanksgiving. If not, have a happy holiday. But I'm sure I will. I think next week maybe I'll try puttanesca. How many people like puttanesca? Let me know. Here's to you, Cendan. I'm going to show you how to make shrimp Fra Diavolo. Now you can use this recipe for any kind of seafood. If you want to make lobster Fra Diavolo,